Hello again, everyone. Joanne here with StampingInTheValley.com, and another tip about using these intricate punches that Stampin' Up! Has come up with. Yesterday we talked about the Foxy Friends and the Fox Builder punch and how to orientate the your stamping to go with your punch to maximize the use of the paper. Now today I want to go over this bunch of blossoms. I love this stamp set. Look at the font on here. I love this. Absolutely love the font, how it goes from the block letters into a little bit of a crazy type of font there. A fun font, actually. I love everything that it says. And then we have some flowers and some starfish and some leaves and some stems here. But what we're going to work with today is this is a triple stamping technique. I know I've taught this before, but I want to show you again now how to line the triple stamping up on your clear blocks and use your punch at the same time. I thought it would be a really good idea to go ahead, even with the Fox Builder, just go ahead and make pieces and parts. And then I put them in a little Tupperware. I got these at the Dollar Tree, these little blue Tupperwares. This is what I'm storing my fox in. And then I'll put my Blossom Builder. So everything that I punch and play with, I keep in here, even the white pieces. Here's a tail from yesterday, from the video yesterday. Okay? So I keep all my pieces in here because then when I want to build something, it's in here. Okay, so I decided that to save time when you're making cards, to do this once. You know, you can do it, but with the volume of cards that I make, I kind of like to, let me shut some of these lights and we'll get better lighting there. Okay. Ooh, that got too dark. Okay, better. With the type of cards process that I like, a lot of production cards, I thought that it would be a great idea today to just sit and do some stamping and punching and make my little container full of pieces and parts. So, here's the punch. I made the template, as you can see right here. We talked about that in yesterday's video. I made that template, and I've got my Whisper White piece down on the back there. With a little bit of snail, and you can see I've been stamping and punching all over this piece. So today we're going to work with this, okay? And like I said, it is triple stamping. Oop. So I'm going to knock stuff over and, you know, we'll be all right. Let me just adjust this down just a little bit so that I can bring that down. Okay, that's a little better for me. Okay, now, when I go into doing this type of triple stamping, it can become extremely confusing because when you open this up, and it can get a little overwhelming. When you open this up, here's what you get. You get all of these stamps stuck on some clear paper, but you do have the, or clear acetate, you do have the picture in the front. And here are the three things lined up. We're going to go through, we're not going to use this big one, but we're going to use the smaller one and the leaf and the starfish and the little flower. It's what's in the punch. So this is how we do it. This solid smudge should be your lightest color, darker, and then the darkest on the outline. So let's go through it like this. When I mount my stamps, I take my block, and these are the three stamps that coordinate on top of this punch right here, and these are the three that I want to use. So I just stick them on one block. Then these are the three on the leaf. I stick them on one block. This way they're all together, and I just kind of stand them up like that. In my workspace, I have all of these mounted, the little flower, I have the smaller part of the flower, all three of them mounted. I've done a video on this before. And this is the starfish. Okay? So, very simply, of course you don't leave everything on here. So I just I take one off, and we're going to use this side first because this is the most solid image. Okay? And I'm going to use my lightest color, and I chose the Blushing Bride, and then the second one will be Sweet Sugar Plum, and the third one will be Melon Mambo to do our outline. Now this, remember, orientate to the punch. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. I'm going to ink it up and come on in here. And again, I'm kind of not right directly over it, so if I miss, I'm sorry. I don't want to get my head in the camera. Well, that could be stamped a little better. And we're photopolymer, so you can go right back. Beautiful. That actually came out very well. Okay, now I want to switch this to this side where it's kind of has some space in it. Okay, so we want to ink, whoops, went into the wrong ink there, guys. We want to ink that up with our Sweet Sugar Plum. This is a darker color. Okay, and again, orientate to the punch. Let me take this one off so we can see really well. Orientate to the punch, straight down and up. Perfect. Okay. As I go through here, I'm going to be cleaning these at the same time. I don't like to leave my ink on my stamps at all. So I just keep my scrub to the side. Now with the third one, that is the outline where I'm going to ink up in here in Melon Mambo. And it's just like a tap tap. That's it. The ink is right on there. This is gorgeous. And down and up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let me clean that. And let me pick this up and show it to you guys. And it's still right in that template. Isn't that beautiful? Great. Okay, now we're going to come over here and do the smaller one. So again, I pick up my block. It has all three of them on there. I'm going to take these two off and begin with our Blushing Bride. Oh, this is the leaf. What am I doing? Okay. Keep me straight, guys. I hear you yelling in there. You've got the leaf. Okay, so let's just do the leaf. We'll open our Pear Pizzazz. We're going to come down with that first. Okay, let's get right in there. Pear Pizzazz. Okay. Then my second one is going to be my Mint Macaron. Love it. I love this stamp set. It's defined, but it's also slightly watercolorish. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I plan on doing a lot of stamping also with this being a background, making like my own DSP. Okay, now from there we're going to go with our outline and we're going to use our Emerald Envy. I got to tell you guys why I ever signed up to be a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! While we're doing this. Isn't that's fantastic. Oh, and then I knocked into the camera. What is going on this morning? Okay. So, let me tell you about how I signed up to be a demonstrator. Now I want to come in and do this little flower. We're going to use our pinks again. So, I was watching all these YouTube videos and loving every one of them. I thought that they were just too cool. I wanted to do the YouTube videos. And again, Blushing Bride. So I wanted to do all the YouTube videos, and I thought that they looked fun. And what I liked about Stampin' Up! Is the way the ink pads opened. I never even became a customer. I was never even once a customer. I just signed up to be a demonstrator because I liked the way the ink pads opened. So that's my story about becoming a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! I thought they had the coolest ink pads. I'm in with my Sweet Sugar Plum. And that's how I became a demonstrator. I'll never forget, I went to Hobby Lobby and I thought, oh, I'm going to find that ink. Not realizing that I had to do, an online thing. Or get a demonstrator and order and this and that. And when I looked into it, I thought, oh, I'm going to use this anyway. I love the ink. There we go. Beautiful. And we could have had a little bit more outline in there. Okay. And so, yes, because of the way the ink pads open with the pop and the flip, that's how I got started with Stampin' Up! It's just that easy. So, isn't that funny? I never used the product, not one time. I just like the way the ink pads open. Okay, so we used our green, we used our pink. Oh, I want to do my little flower in pink. Let's open those back up. I like opening them anyway, as now that you know. And we'll use our little flower here. So, with the Blushing Bride, isn't that funny? It's amazing how things drive you to it. But I thought I'd share that with you. I'd never told that story before. Let's see, I keep missing the tops just a little bit. Sorry, because I'm on an angle here and behind the camera. But you guys, when you stamp, get right over the top of it and really, really look at it. I'm not doing such a bad job, though, being set back a little bit. Okay, so real quick there. Close them up. And my last starfish, I did pink. Did that little pink one right there. And this one I want to do blue. So first we're going to start with Pool Party. I'm going to bring these in, and I'm going to get this image right here. And the starfish has, right here is like a little square piece. I call that the top. So I try to orientate wherever, you know, I know this one, this time it's going to go off to the left there. So I know which way. That's a perfect stamp actually right there. Okay, now we're going to get this, and I mount this to the top, but I know that after I ink it up, we're going to go off to the left. I'm going to use Tempting Turquoise. Nice. I love Tempting Turquoise, and that is a fantastic color to do a stamp off technique. Like if you were looking for 3 shades of turquoise, this is a great color to use because you can stamp it 3 times and get 3 different shades. Now I'm going to go in with my Dapper Denim. Love the new ink colors. Do you guys love the ink colors? I love them. These are some ink colors that I wish they would kind of never get rid of. Okay. Isn't that adorable? Look at that starfish. Nice. Okay, now here's the whole purpose of this, okay? Play with your ink, play with your stamps. It'll be all day. You'll have stamps all over the place. You'll have ink open all over the place, all over your hands. And then, here's what we're going to do. Let's bring our punch in, turn it over, and this is why we have the template. Everything lines up perfectly, guys, perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to get everything punched all in the same punch, one piece of paper, a small piece of paper, but you're using every single bit. Okay? So punch. And here we go. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching my videos, and I want to thank everyone for their support. I just got promoted to Bronze Elite. I'm very, very thrilled with my work with Stampin' Up! And you guys and my YouTube channel and my website and everything. Here's my little pieces that I've been working on today. I hope you like this quick tutorial about how to use the punch to maximize your paper, the Bunch of Blossoms stamp set, and the punch that goes with it. There's a bundle in the catalog. Go to my website at stampinginthevalley.com and click on the big blue button. You can order all of your Stampin' Up! Supplies. If you need any help, just contact me. My email is on my website. Thanks again for watching, and have a great crafting day.